Hey guys, today I have a heavy 1v1 tournament for you. It is going to be in Tier 8, well, heavy tanks. So here's some rules for the tournament. It basically just states, yeah, you have a Tier 8 battle. There's one person on a team. Your prizes are this. So if we get first place, it's 500 gold. Second is 400. Third is 250. And it goes all the way down to 7th place. And I believe there was 9 people in our bracket that we had to fight. There was, I think, 9 different battles here too. One or two of them, somebody didn't show up for it, so I automatically won. But that's okay, we get some free prizes here, and I would definitely recommend that you go ahead and sign up for some of these if you think that you might be available. And I mean, if you can't show up for the 1v1, then oh well. But let's start off here with this sneaky KV4. Look at him, sitting on the hill, taking a chance. I was wondering if he was AFK there at first, and I shouldn't have tried to take that quick shot there, but he somehow bounced off of me. I don't know if that hit my turret or the top of my engine deck or what, but I got lucky there that that didn't bounce through me. But I'm going to be using the 110, the Chinese Tier 8 heavy tank for this whole tournament here. Why? Because if I come up across a KV3, or sorry, not a KV3, IS3, then I want to be able to outfire it. So basically, I can, if I play it right, fire 2 shots for every 1 shot that he fires. And right now, I'm taking a bit of a risk corner fighting with a KV4. KV4s are kind of corner fighting monsters in a sense, but luckily for me, the turret of the KV4 is the weakest spot, and if he wants to shoot at me, he has to point his turret directly at me, and I can just blow through the front of it. Contrary to popular belief, he's hit me twice so far, but he hasn't damaged me. But the top of the KV4, that gun port up there, is not necessarily the weakest. It has the same amount of armor on the front of that as it does on the front of the turret. So, I mean, you might as well just shoot the front of the turret. And I mean, the front of the turret's a bigger target. So we took 1 hit in return so far, but we put 3 into him, and at this point I'm thinking, alright, at what point do I want to stop fighting with this KV4? Do I want to just assume that my luck is going to run out? And yes, I know my commander's dead. It won't be the only time he dies. Usually I just leave him be, unless I need to actually spot something. But let's see what we can do. So right now I'm going to wait for me to get unspotted. I don't want to do anything while I'm still spotted. Why? Because I don't want the enemy to know what I'm doing. Alright, I'm going to get greedy here. Peek out again. But always, whether it's randoms or tournaments, make sure that if you're going to change the position you're in and try to get around the side of the guy, don't let him know where you're going. Wait until you are unspotted. How do you know that you're unspotted? Typically, when you're equally classed like this, it's a good idea to wait until his tank becomes unspotted. Then at that point, it's safe to assume that your tank is also unspotted. So I decided to push around this way. Why this way? Well, because I didn't want to have to come up across that KV4 on a corner, and right here, what I can do here is use this mound. And he also doesn't know exactly which way I'm going to come up from. He might think that I'm coming up from my left over there, or he might think that I'm coming around behind him, but right there. That's where I decided to come from, because I could be hauled down. And this thing has a tough turret. It's much like an IS-3. Frontal armor is more angled, so it, if used correctly, can be better than the IS-3's frontal hull armor. Alright, at this point here, I'm thinking, alright, so he's going to probably take me 2 shots to kill. I'm just going to go around the corner, accept that he's going to shoot me. I have health points to spare, and we'll see what happens. Now, not likely for me to kill him on this shot, but we'll just put it through his turret ring anyway. And it's going to take me 1 more shot to kill him, but that's okay. Still going to take him a couple more. And one thing with this compared to the IS-3, the KV4 compared to the IS-3, the KV4 has a faster rate of fire, so I can't just rely on my rate of fire against the KV4 to pull me through it. I have to actually be a little bit smart about it and make him make a mistake. Righty then, so next up we are actually fighting an IS-3. So the biggest difference between the IS-3 and the 110, as I said, would be the rate of fire. This gun on the 110 does less damage with each shot, but it has the same penetration values and it fires faster. But this IS-3, he's going to do the same tactic. Maybe I should have hid behind that little bit of a building that you could have saw there when I zoomed in. But he managed to actually make the sneaky shot work. And I was thinking at this point, oh no, is everybody in this tournament going to do that? The 110 does not have enough elevation to hit the IS-3 if he were to go down and I were to sit up on the hill. Unless... Oh, 6th Sense did not go off there. I didn't get spotted. Unless he's already down at the very bottom, like where the IS-3... where I was when the IS-3 managed to shoot me. I'm not sure, off the top of my head, how the gun depression compares, or gun elevation compares, on the IS-3 versus the 110. Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's be sneaky. We're going to keep him guessing. He didn't see us come over here, so hopefully, yes, we can. We can put a shot into him, but he manages to snap one back into us, so that's not good. We can't trade equal like this, especially, well, he's put an extra shot into me, but I can't trade equal because his shots do more damage. Mine do 320, his do 390 on average. Alright, put that into him. Oh, we missed it. That's unfortunate. We're going to back up here, and we're going to see what we can do. It's not looking too good for us. He's decided he's going to come after us, it looks like. We put it into him on the way. No, we messed that one up too. We put it into his thick side skirts. Oh boy. Now this could be a little interesting. Now when we're fighting at this mound here, unless I can make my rate of fire work for me, or my armor, then really it's two tanks with the same armor strengths, being the turret, fighting together. And I just couldn't pull that off. So I didn't win all these battles in this tournament. Alright, so clearly I didn't win all the battles in this tournament, but that's just how tournaments work. We're going to move on to the next one and see if we can redeem ourselves later on. There's still lots more battles to go, so we'll give it another go. We'll see if we can get those points back, and just hope in the meantime that guy that beat me has lost his previous battles and will lose his next battles too. Throughout the course of the tournament, I was refreshing the page that had all the tournament results. It would update after every battle, and I could see my progression. This guy, it looks like he was trying to do the same thing as the last guy. He was sitting up on the hill, waiting until I got spotted before he moved down. And now I'm wondering, is he going to come around this corner? I might be able to weave a shot through there, hit him, and then still hide myself. But another big difference between this and the IS-3 is the side armor. The IS-3 has those big, thick, trolley side skirts above the tracks there, like the sides, you know what I mean. This, however, does not. So side scraping versus an IS-3 is usually a bad idea, because the IS-3 is just designed better for that purpose. Alright, where is he? Trying to look to my left and to my right. All going around a corner. Is he still here? There he is. Oh, I couldn't get a shot. Unless... Oh, he wants to feed me one, in which case I'll take it. I think he was trying to get me to miss a shot, and then he would peek around the corner and try to do it himself. But that's not really a good idea, especially when I'm behind cover like this. If I would have missed a shot, I would have just immediately backed up. And this guy made a mistake. He just started going this way, around to this corner, to try to flank me while I could still see him. So I knew exactly what he was going to do. That is something you should not do. You always need to keep your opponents guessing. I don't care how good or how bad they are. You should try to make them guess. Don't give them a definitive answer. Alright, so we're going to see here if we can wait for this IS-3 to make a mistake. Hopefully he'll come around the corner with the side showing or something, but it looks like, yep, there's the side skirt. Looks like he's going to side scrape this, and I'm really not too keen on side scraping against an IS-3, especially with my front end hanging out right now. He might be able to get a shot with how I'm around this corner. I'm thinking about making some tutorial videos of sorts for World of Tanks on my channel. I'm trying to gather up some ideas of things to do, and side scraping is going to be one of the things that I eventually do. If I do that. But don't get too excited for that yet, because it's been a plan for months and still hasn't actually happened. So we'll see what happens. Alright, is he still there? Is the IS-3 still there? And I don't see him. I knocked over that tree. Hopefully he didn't see that, or else he might know that I'm coming this way. He's not over there again yet. I'm going to be careful around these corners. I'm going to approach this next corner here, and I'm going to try looking to my right and to my left at the same time, because he could have snuck through to my right and tried to have been super sneaky there, which would have been a really good idea. Especially if he popped out right behind me right now, he could maybe get a free shot at my butt. Alright, let's see what we can do. I'm guessing that he is to my right somewhere, hiding behind these buildings. Trying to be sneaky because I didn't see him before to my left, but he's there. Oh no! And he put a shot into us in return. And this is where the super... It's legal, but it's kind of a cheaty mod, the over-target reload marker here. You can see for sure that he is not reloaded yet. I chose the 110 because it's got a faster reload than the IS-3, and is mostly similar in most other ways. But without the reload mod, I'm not sure if I would have tried to go for that, knowing that there was a chance that he was reloaded. Alright, what can we do? Again, we're side scraping against an IS-3. I'm really hoping that the way this little mound is on the corner, between me and him, that it'll force him to shoot at my turret, rather than at my side. And I'm hoping that my side is at a high enough angle that if he does hit it, it'll ricochet off of it. So let's see if we can get him to miss. If I can get him to miss a shot or trick him into bouncing one, then I can peek around the corner, put another shot into him, and then at that point, it's pretty much a guaranteed victory. So let's see if we can do it. I'm thinking about just going around the corner and trying to out-DPM him, but I don't want the IS-3 face-hugging me, which makes life very difficult, as we saw. Thinking about sniping the hatches. He bounced a shot. I managed to get one into his hull there, and just like that, now he's had enough of it. Now he's like, alright, I'm going to go face-hug you. I'm going to try to keep away as long as I can myself. Try to keep my armor to him. Hopefully he'll bounce, but it doesn't really matter at this point. And he doesn't bounce, but that's okay because he's sitting there, because he has track blown off, and we'll just put the next shot through the flattest spot of his armor that we can find. Alrighty, so next up we have another 110. This is the only other 110 that I actually faced in this tournament, and this meant that any advantage that I have over the IS-3 is no longer a thing. Any advantage I have over the KB-4, irrelevant. I don't have any real advantages over this guy. I just have to outplay him. I have to hope that he makes a mistake before I do. So far, we're going to call it equal. We both fired, we both missed or bounced. We're going to have pretty much the same reloads, depending on crew skills and equipment. And, ooh, that was a really sneaky shot. I was quite lucky that actually managed to hit his hull. It should have hit the mound or hit his turret with how little I had to actually hit. But luckily, sometimes this gun can behave. Alright, so now I'm unspotted. I've decided, you know what? Let's flank him. Let's catch him by surprise. I don't want to continue to be predictable there at the corner. Let's go way around and see if we can catch him. He's probably going to realize that I'm not at that corner and move before I actually get here, because this is a long journey. But that's okay. I broke that stalemate. I can't afford to have that. These battles are only, I think, 5 minutes long. Oh, and he did the exact same thing at the exact same time. That guy, I guess great minds think alike or something. Alright, let's see what happens here. Is he going to come around that corner and give me a side? He is not. Both spotted each other. He knows it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this mound over here at this corner to remain hull down. And remember what I said about great minds thinking alike? Yeah, he's moving up to the same mound. I put that one into his track, didn't aim it very well. I didn't want to take the chance of him being able to aim at me first though. And I like this side of this mound better because of this little other piece of rubble from this building that I can kind of hide myself behind if I need to. Alright, he missed, good, I can take my time and bounce off of him because I didn't take my time. I'm just thinking the whole time, need to out-reload him, I can't afford to wait. I can't afford to let him, I can't afford to let my opportunity leave, get away. I don't know what I'm saying. And he bounced, good. That means I get another free shot here. I'm going to reload a little bit before him, just don't mess it up with this highly angled front. You can see how highly angled that front is. It's more than the IS-3, so as long as you keep your front end directly towards him, then there's a chance you'll bounce. But if you start giving me your side like this, or sitting at a 45-degree angle, then there's not a chance that you're going to bounce my shells. Not a chance. The IS-3 is a little more forgiving like that because your side has that spaced armor, but this thing, not so much. Now, that being said, I would say the IS-3 is a little bit more forgiving of a tank. If you're not the best player in the world, then the IS-3 is probably more or less the heavy tank for you versus the 110. But if you are a more skilled player, you should be able to take advantage of the advantages the 110 will give you and really nullify the disadvantages that it gives you, which is what I'm trying to do in this tournament. This time around, we're facing, looks like an IS-3, so we'll see what happens again. Alright, no pressure. The pressure's starting to mount a little bit. I'm looking at the tournament standings. I'm seeing that there's a few teams that are equal with me because of that first loss that I had. So I need to make sure that I don't lose another one, or else first place is out the window, and it might even knock me down to third place because of how the standings are right now. So if I want that full 500 gold for first place, then I really can't afford to lose any more. So let's see exactly what happens. For now, I'm just on the hunt for the IS-3. Where is he? Alright, oh, he's behind me. Uh-oh. Alright, gun it, go forward. Oh, my turret won't turn around fast enough. He's gonna get a free shot on my butt. He's aiming, and he misses. That's unfortunate. I missed too, but that's okay. I'm going to reload long before him, and it looks like he's going to come around this way, which means I can sit at this mound and probably put 2 shots into him before he even gets here to accurately put one into me, which, okay, whatever. So I'm just going to back up here a little bit more and put one into him, and my armor is good. Alright, and can we put a third one into him without messing it up somehow? Yes, we did. Perfect. And yes, haters, I am firing all premium. It's a tournament. That's what happens. Everybody does that. I don't know if anybody didn't fire premium at me this whole time. Now he's face-hugging me. He's going to make my life a little bit difficult unless he stops and backs up and lets me get my gun down low to finish him off. He didn't really have a chance there regardless at the end because of how the rest of the battle had turned out, but he really did throw away his only chance that he had remaining. And for the next battle, oh look, an IS-3. I really did expect the IS-3s to be the most common tank that got brought to this tournament. I'm kind of surprised that someone didn't bring a Tiger 2 or a T-32 or something. Maybe just because it's the only other heavy tank or the only tier 8 tank they had, but also because people might not be expecting it. I don't know what kind of advantages they'd really have, and I think for their sake it's a good thing they didn't, but oh, alright, well I just messed up that first shot on the IS-3. I should have had a free shot, but I hit a spaced side armor. And a second shot, I couldn't reload quite in time because of that first shot, and because of that I threw it into the ground. And you may have saw there I brought up for a moment, and I think I'm going to do it again in the tournament, I brought up my crew skill indicator, and I was very confused when I was watching these replays back, because that shows that Sixth Sense is not completely trained yet, but clearly it's going off, and it was going off in the tournament too, so that mod seems to be broken in replays. This guy, oh, he's just about getting airborne. He's decided he's going to really come and face hug me. This guy, I think, statistically was the worst player I fought in the tournament, and he is going to give me a run for my money that I did not expect. This guy is really one of the guys standing between me and trying to take back that first place. At this point in the tournament, I was tied with the guy in first place, but because he beat me, he was the one that beat me in the earlier battle. If it comes down to a tie, he wins because he had beat me in our 1v1. So I need to really make sure that I do win this. I'm down to potentially a one-shot. I'm at 411 health. IS-3 does 390 on average. He could roll high and kill me. It's still going to take me 2 more to kill him. This is not good. He bounces. He damaged our gun, but that's okay. We don't need accuracy at this kind of distance. And I'm just trying to find some way to get my gun down low enough. I need him to push me up on a mound, or else I can push him up on a mound so I can get my gun down low enough again. And just like that, there we go. One shot's in. He fired at me again. He did no damage. He bounced. Come on, bounce one more time, or else I think I might be able to reload him. Let's see. Holy crap. That is the closest I came to being defeated, and it was by the statistically worst player I faced in the tournament. How do you like that one? That's one of those examples of why when I see a really bad player in a game, I still treat him with the respect that he could potentially kill me, because he might do something so stupid that is unexpected that he could actually kill me, or it could be the one thing that he's good at. So I always treat even the worst players statistically in a game with the respect of a good player, and assume that there is a chance that he could outplay me. I can't assume that he's bad at everything. That's just not good. Alright, so this guy, he is in a 5100. What does this mean? This means he has a clip. He has an autoloader. This also means that he has a long reload before he can even fire his first shot at me. So what am I going to do? I decided I'm going to rush in there as quick as I can, try to shoot him a couple times before he actually finishes loading. And then if I can bounce 1 or 2 of his shots, then he won't be able to kill me with 1 clip. But the one thing I didn't think of with this tactic is that the 5100 is a fast tank. And right now, I have just potentially given him my butt. And he has a full clip. I was thinking, oh no, this is going to go terribly wrong. He misses one already. He puts another one into me. Let's make sure my turret turns the right way around to go the fastest. And he missed a second. Okay, that means with this clip, he now cannot kill me. So I need to get in there. I need to be aggressive. It's okay if he shoots me. I need to take him out before I let him get another reload done. Alright, oh, that was lucky. I'm lucky I hit that one. There's about a 50% chance of that hitting, I think. Alright, can I chase him down? Am I fast enough? The 110 isn't a super slow tank, but compared to the 5100, it's slow. Oh, and I should have been able to get that in, but that's okay. This guy right here is the one that I need to beat to get first place. If I lose against this guy, I am in all likelihood going to finish 3rd in the tournament. If I beat this guy, there is still a chance for me to get first place. So this is really what it comes down to. Alright, what's he gonna do? Well, he's a one-shot kill now. He's not gonna kill me. I beat him. I have a chance at first place again. Alright, now, after that battle, I managed to see the tournament standings, and it looks like as long as I don't lose this battle, I have a guaranteed first place. In this one, this guy has only won 1 of his battles so far, and that was against another guy that did not show up. So technically, He's competed in all of his battles, but he hasn't actually won one yet. And he is also in a 5100. What is he doing? He's just sitting in their cap, waiting for me to get there and shoot him? I mean, what was he really expecting? Alright, so obviously he's still reloading. I'm just going to sit here and casually put a shot into him. I've decided I'm not going to chase him around that way. Or am I? Because he's a 5100 and he's faster than you. Turn around, you scrub! Let's go back towards the center. By the time I get to him now, he's going to be reloaded. He'll be reloaded in just a couple seconds here, if not already. I think they have a 50 second reload. I might be wrong. Or it might be a different gun. I'm not super familiar with the 5100. Alright, where'd he go? Is he to my left? Is he to my right? He's spotted on the map. Oh, he's to my left. And that moment of hesitation there when I see him appear on the map, but it takes me a moment to realize exactly what way the map is. It's like, alright, he's up on the map. That means he's to my right, left. Okay. And now the pursuit is back on. Just like before, I need to make sure he misses or bounces one shot, at least. If he rolls high, he can still kill me if he misses only one. So 2 would be preferable, but I'm willing to roll the dice with that. Alright, where did he go? Where did this sneaky guy go? He got out of there pretty quick. There he is. And watch this. He is not even going to point his gun in my direction. He's one of those guys that can't even point the gun in the direction of the opponents while he's driving forward. He has to look the direction he's going, or I don't know. I don't understand it. Now he's decided, I'm going to fight this corner. Alright, good luck with this guy. You already missed one shot, so good luck. Alright, you bounced a second. Yeah, more luck for you. And the third is... The third's actually going to hurt me. The fourth, well, it's kind of irrelevant at this point, but he misses anyway. And the fifth, well, he's not going to get a chance. So, good try, I guess. I find it kind of funny that the guy that was competing for first and the guy that was competing for last both brought the same tank, and they played it with the similar kind of evasive styles, but they just didn't have the proper... I didn't give them the time to actually use it. And I think that if that first place guy, the almost first place guy, I got first place in this tournament, by the way, if he had used it like that on everybody else, he probably could have outplayed most of them. And I think that's exactly what he did. I don't think he changed tanks halfway through, but that's just my hunch. But thank you everyone for coming out. There's 500 gold for me. I highly advise that you guys sign up for these tournaments. The 1v1s, I mean, if you sign up for it and turns out you can't show up, then you're not letting your team down. But there's also tournaments that have 3v3s or 5v5s or 15 versus 15s and stuff like that. And go on to World of Tanks and check the tournaments page, and you can sign up for those. You can sign up for them up until a couple hours before they actually start. So, hey, why not go check it out? Look at that every once in a while. And if you win 4 or 5 tournaments in a month, depending on how exactly you do in them and such, you can get yourself your month of premium time for free, or else after a couple months buy yourself a nice premium tank. But anyways guys, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.